all keeping well. Today we're going to be doing a full body mat Pilates workout using our Therabands. So today I'm going to be using a blue Theraband, which is medium to firm resistance. So just keep in mind the different colours do have different strengths. So feel free to start off with a lighter one if you need it, or go heavier if you're up for a stronger workout. So we're going to start in standing. Just have your Theraband handy, but we're going to start without it for our warm up. We're going to be standing side on, up nice and tall. We're going to go for a big stretch, reaching those arms up to the ceiling, inhaling as they come up, and exhaling, let those arms drop down by our side, dropping chin to the chest, and we're curling down for our roll downs. Making our way down towards the mat, one vertebra at a time, taking some nice deep breaths as we go stretch down. Feel those hamstrings stretching out here. Let the head relax at the bottom. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to flatten out our hands, so soften the knees if you need to, stepping one foot back and the other. Press through the palms of the hands to lift those hips up high, extending the back. And we're going to start prancing at the ankles here, just bending one knee as we straighten the other and dropping one heel down to the ground. Feeling that calf stretching out. Also try to really lengthen out through the spine here. Good, keep alternating legs. And we're going to drop one heel down, hold it there, stretching down the back of the leg. Breathing as we hold it. Good, swap it over, plant the opposite heel down. Keep pressing through the palms. Good, stepping one foot forward now. We're going to drop the back knee down, tuck the tail, reach both hands up to the ceiling with a gentle lean forward to get the front of the hips stretching out there. Just holding it here. Good, bring both hands down, either side of that front foot. Keeping the toes tucked out the back, we're going to lift the hips, lengthening out that front leg. Now, if the hands don't stay flat, that's okay. You can come up onto the fingertips. We're trying to straighten out that front knee, relax the top of the body over the top, so that we're just feeling that hamstring stretch here. Good, try to really relax into it. Again, breathing, deep breaths. Good job. Now bend that front knee to get those hands flat again. We're going to step back with the front foot and bring the other one forward. Drop the back knee, lift those hands, tuck the tail, gently leaning forward. So just make sure that you're keeping that lower back flat here. So we're just feeling that stretch at the front of the hip, and we're not just really arching into that lower back. Good, hold it there. Drop those hands forward, tuck the toes at the back, lift the hips, lengthen that front leg, relaxing the shoulders over the top. Breathing here. Good, step that back leg forward, lengthen the legs and slowly rolling up through the spine, stacking up the vertebrae one at a time. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Head pops up, then the arms reach wide one more time. Inhale and exhale, relax those arms down. Good job. All right, now we're going to grab our bands and we're wrapping it around the top of the knee for our leg work. So I take it behind the body and just on top of the knee we're going to tie it into either a knot or a bow. I like to tie it into a tight bow. That's a little bit easier to come undone. If you want to work harder, start with your feet together and tie it up tight there. Otherwise, you can start with your feet hip width apart. The tighter the band is, the harder it's going to be for you. Alright, so make sure that band is secure just above the knees. And we're going to step out with our feet hip width apart, toes slightly turned up, and start with our squats here. So we're going to sit the hips back and come all the way up to a straight. Sitting down low if you can. We're going to just keep it going. If you need to make it lighter, just stick to your mini squats, not going down as low. So the band just adds an extra challenge for our outer glutes. So you want to make sure that you're just keeping that tension against the band the whole time and not letting the knees drop into the middle. The band wants to pull those knees in. Good job. So we're going to keep squatting here. Let's go for 5 more. Feel free to slow it down if you need to, or take little breaks. Last 3, 2,
down, open the knees out wider, bring them back over the toes, and then come up. Squat down, open, close, come up. Now we still don't want those knees dropping all the way in. So when you're coming back to the start position, just line them up with your second and third toe and push them up from there. Open, close, push up. Good job. Again, working those glutes. Make sure those hips are sitting back each time, like you're sitting down onto a chair. And we're not letting those knees travel too far forward over the foot. Good job. Keep breathing. Let's go for 5 more. Squeeze those glutes to come up. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way up and adding in a kick next. So we're squatting, and as we come up, kick one leg out to the side. Squat and kick. We're going to alternate legs. Squat down, come up and kick. We're leading out with the heel each time. So we're getting those side glutes working. If you start to notice you're turning your body and kicking up with the toes, you're probably going to feel it more at the front of the hip. So we're going to lead back with that heel. Squat, kick, squat, kick. Try to keep going down low if you can. Good work. Keep it going, alternating legs. 5 more in each. 4 more. Keep kicking. 3, 2, 1 more in each leg. Nice work. Give those legs a little bit of a shake. We're going to keep the band where it is. Still going for our squat position. We're going from a squat to a curtsy lunge. So we're going to start off with our normal squat. Come up. We're going to step back and across with one leg into a curtsy lunge. Step back, squat, and to the other side for a curtsy. Squat, curtsy, squat, curtsy. So keep an eye on that front knee. We're still keeping it over the toes. Keep those hips square. And we just keep going side to side. Lower is harder. Keeping that tension out against the band. Good. Crossover. Squat. Crossover. Keep working. 10 more here. 8 more. Good, last 5. 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Back to the middle. Nice work. We're going to keep the band into some crab walks next. We're going to start at one end of the mat. So we're going to come down into a squat. Stay low with the body. Step across. 1, 2, 3. Step it back. 1, 2, 3. Stay low. Hips are back. We're keeping that pressure against the band the whole time. Try to keep those toes forward. Again, lead out with the heel. Feeling those glutes working. Step, step. Think about those hips traveling straight across. We don't want the whole body bouncing up and down. Thighs should be working. Hopefully glutes are warming up too. 3 more up and back. 3 steps each way. Good, 2 more. And last one, up and back. Stay low, sit those hips back. Press out against the band. Nice work. All right, we're going to step out of that band. Try to keep it in a loop if you can. Doesn't matter too much if you do have to undo it. We're going to step into the band, plant it down with one foot, and pull up. So the tighter you made the band, you'll feel that tension now. If you do need to loosen off a little bit, that's fine. We're pulling out to straight. We're going to a single leg deadlift. So just a slight bend in that front leg, and then keep it there. As we let the band pull us down, we're going to kick the opposite leg back behind us. Good, and then tip all the way forward slowly. Ooh, nice and steady. It is a good balance exercise. Good. Tipping forward, keep a flat back. Going into a T position. Good. So we have to engage the front leg. Hamstrings and glutes are working. And we're squeezing that back glute to kick out as well. Keep that leg long. 2 more, nice and slow. And then we're going to do some straight leg lifts. Last one, tip forward. Now hold, keep the body there. Lower that back leg down, lift it up. Lower and lift. Good job, we're doing 10 pulses here. Keep the body steady, hold on to something if you need to. Squeeze the glutes. Last 5 here. Keep it controlled. 3, 2, 1, come all the way up. Good job, swap it over. Onto the other leg, plant that band down, pull up to straight first. Nice and upright through the trunk. Soften that leg, and then kick the opposite leg back behind us. Good, and then coming all the way forward. Tipping from the hips, hands slide down the front of the leg. Leg goes back behind us. Keep these ones fairly slow. Let's just do 3 more. You might find one side's a bit easier than the other. This is definitely more of a challenging one for me, this side. Ooh. All right, last one. Nice and controlled. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's go into the leg lifts. So we come down, tipping forward. Hold, lower that back leg, lift it up. Lower, lift, squeeze the glutes. Good. Keep it going. Just 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Pulling up to straight. Nice work. We're going to undo that band. And we're going to give the legs a bit of a stretch. Good. Coming down onto the mat. Lying onto the back. We're going to wrap the band around the foot, lengthen that leg, pull it up towards us. And we're going into some leg circles here. So we take the leg out to the side, circle it down, and come up through the midline. So it's actually a big D shape that we're drawing here. Circle down, pulling up. With this exercise, try to keep your hips level and your opposite knee nice and still. So just moving from that hip joint. Circle down, coming up and reverse press down, circle back up. Exhale, push down, inhale, circle it up. Last 3, 2, keep the shoulders relaxed. 1, and when you get up to the top, we're going to place the other foot into the band. Lengthen the knee, pull it up towards the chest, circle it down from there. Straight up through the midline. Circle down, pull it up. Keep the rest of the body and that pelvis really nice and still. 1 more this way. And when you reach that top point, push back down, reversing it, circle it up. Push down, circle it up. If you feel like your whole body is moving, you're rolling, then just do smaller circles. Last one. Good job, guys. All right, bend that knee, and we're going to tie the band around those knees again. Again, tighter if you want to work harder. Secure it there, just on top of the knees, and we're rolling onto our side. head gently resting on that arm there, and your top hand just gives you light support on the mat in front. We're going to float the feet up and make sure that the feet, hips and shoulders are in one straight line. Slight tuck of the tail so we've got a flat back there. From this position, we're opening up that top knee against the band and slowly controlling it down. Slowly up and down. Lifting that knee all the way up without rolling back at the pelvis. So we're just moving from that ball and socket joint at the hip, squeezing those glutes. You're going to kind of feel that back pocket area working. Good, controlling it down. Don't let that band pull you down too fast. Last 3, 2, 1. We're lifting up again and we're just going to lower down halfway and then lift back to the top width. So we're just doing little pulses here. Squeezing, working at the top of your range. Good, little squeezes. Don't let that knee drop all the way down. 5 more, then we're going to hold. 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Keep that top knee as still as you can. Feel those glutes holding you there. Good, keep breathing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that knee down. Good job. On to the other side. Same setup again. Knees are bent. Sliding all the way down onto your bottom hand. Floating those feet up. And opening and closing first. Working through full range for the first round. Finding those glutes. Make sure that pelvis isn't rolling back. Good, the feet stay together the whole time. All the way up and down. You can exhale to lift up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Then lift, going into our pulses, lower halfway, lift back to the top. Little pulses here. Squeeze, squeeze. Feeling those glutes working. It's just a little movement at the top. Good job. 5 and then a hold. 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold it up. Keep it nice and steady. Good job. Keep it high. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close it down. Nice work. Rolling onto our backs now. Keeping that band. Starting with our feet and knees hip width apart. Shoulders relaxed. Arms down by our side. So we're going to start with a little bit of tension against that band already. Keeping the knees in line with the hips. We're going to tuck the tail. Roll up through the spine to lift the hips. Hold at the top and we're going to open those knees wider against the band. Come back to hip width and then roll down ribs first. Slowly back down onto the mat. Relax the pelvis at the bottom. Going again, tuck and roll up. Squeeze the glutes. Pulse out wider. Back to hip width, rolling down. So try to just have 1 breath for each movement. Exhale to roll up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, roll down. Don't worry if you get that mixed up. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. Make sure you're keeping a flat back the whole time, especially at the top. Feel those glutes working. And getting that mobility through the spine as well. So it's 1 vertebrae moving at a time. We've got 5 more here. Rolling up, squeeze, roll down. Good, 4 more. Last 3. Keep it steady. 2. And last 1. Closing down, roll down through the spine, take a breath at the bottom. We're going to go for 1 more round here. We're going to do just the pulses at the top now. We're going to try for 20 pulses. So tuck the tail, roll up,
Keep the tail tucked. Squeeze the glutes at the top and pulse out. Come back to hip width. Little pulses here. Keep it nice and even. Exhale, push out. Nice work. 10 more. Keep the hips lifted. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll down. Nice work, guys. Take that band off. Just keeping it handy. We're going to cross one foot over the opposite knee, reach through the gap, and hug that knee into the chest. Relax the shoulders. Taking some nice deep breaths down to the belly. Just relaxing into it. Good, lower that foot down, swap legs, crossing over, reach through, and hug it in. Keep those shoulders relaxed. And lowering back down. Alright, we're going to take our Theraband again. I'm going to just halve it and hold on with my hands shoulder width apart. Relaxing the head down still. We're going to float both legs up to tabletop position. We're starting with toe taps and bug legs. So our toe taps first, we're just hinging from the hip to tap one foot down to the mat, lifting it back to tabletop. The other one goes down and up. Then into bug legs, reaching out, back to tabletop. Reach out to straight and back to tabletop. And we keep it going like that into our toe taps. And bug legs. Good job. So we tap, tap, reach, reach. Our hands are staying strong with a little bit of tension out against that band and having no movement from the shoulders. Exhale to go down. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale, reach out. Inhale back. So remember, with the bug legs, you can kick the legs up a little bit higher to make it lighter on the abs. And with the toe taps, we come in closer to the body. Keep breathing, feeling those lower abs working. We're going to go for 2 more of each. Reach, reach. 1 more of each. Tap, tap, reach, reach. Relax those knees into the chest. Give them a little hug here. When you're ready, legs come back to tabletop. We're going to pull those hands down so the band is just resting on our shins. We're keeping the legs nice and steady now, and we're going into a chest lift. So we lift the head and chest up off the mat, push the band forward along the shins, and release it all the way back down. Exhale to lift up, push forwards. Inhale, release. Make sure that that movement is coming from the ribs down. So it shouldn't be all from the shoulders trying to get that movement, or from the neck. We keep the neck relaxed and crunch those ribs down to the hips. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, drop it down. Keep it going. Again, engaging those abs. Try 5 more full ones, and then we're going into some little pulses. If your neck is getting tense, just spend a little bit more time with the head down on the mat between each rep. Last one all the way up. And then into our pulses, we lift up all the way and just back off halfway. Pulse it up, back off halfway. Good, so just little ones, keeping the head lifted off the mat. Breathe out every time you push up. Ribs crunch down, feeling the midsection working. Legs are staying nice and still. Good work, guys. Keep it going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, hug those knees in. Relax the body, pull those knees in and out gently. Deep breaths. And coming back up to tabletop with those legs. We're going to lift the head and chest here. Now we're going to be extending the legs and going side to side with the band and upper body. So as we extend one leg, we come over, we're going to do a row down, pull back to the middle. To the other side, row down and around. Keep it going side to side. So think about rowing with the arms. We're drawing almost like a little figure 8 with the band and alternating legs. Exhale, reach out with the leg. Inhale to pull it back. Good. Breathe out. Breathe in. Twisting through the body. Rib drawing down to opposite hip. Good. Should be feeling those legs working. Remember, low with that leg reaching out to work harder. Kick it up higher if you need to. Take little breaks as you need. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. Little breather here. And we just have one more exercise for those abs in this position. We're going to start with the legs in tabletop, head and chest lifted with that band resting on the shins. We're going to go into our double leg stretch. So we reach the legs out to straight as the arms go overhead. Good, nice stretch there. Then pull it back to the start position. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, come back. Inhale. Good. Keep breathing. Feeling those abs doing the work. Again, kick up higher with the legs to make it lighter. This one is more of a challenging exercise. Make sure the neck is feeling okay. Almost there, just 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come all the way down now with the feet. Feet nice and wide. Stretch those arms out to the side and rock those knees side to side each way. Let the belly relax. You can look over in the opposite direction. Taking some deep breaths. Stretching out through that midsection. Good, 1 more each way. Nice and floppy with the knees. And then shuffle those feet back to hip width. And we're going to take the band around the feet now in sitting. So have that band nice and flat around the feet. Legs are going to go out to straight. Feet are hip width apart. We're starting upright with a nice flat back here. We're going to go into our roll-ups. So we're going to start just with half ones to get the feel of it. So we tuck the tail and roll down through the body, about halfway, pause, and then roll forward. So just start with that there, tucking, rolling halfway, feel your abs doing the work, pull yourself forward, scooping through the abs. And if you're comfortable with that, we're going to go all the way down to do a full roll up. So lying flat, start with a little chest lift, crunch those ribs down, and then keep going, curl forward, stacking up straight at the end. Just keep breathing throughout. Make sure you're engaging those lower abs, especially to initiate movement. So with this exercise, you can make it a little bit harder by loosening off the tension, or even try it without the band if you want to. So with this one, the band is actually giving us assistance. So if you want to make it a little bit easier, we hold further up and have more tension against that band. Relax the shoulders and the neck. Curl through the center. Let's go for 3 more. Try to keep them slow.
Remember, less tension or no band at all if you want to make it harder. And one more. Curling all the way up. Good job. Now we're going to hold onto the band just between our thumb and index finger. Palms are up. We're going to roll down again, have our arms down by our side, and at the bottom here we're going to a bicep curl, pulling up, straightening those arms all the way. So working through full range, just hinging at the elbows. Just make sure with this one that the band is planted around the bottom of your foot or heel. So sometimes if it's around the toes, we'll pull up and the Theraband will sling us. So just make sure that it's safe and secure there. And then relax the head down, just working those arms. Keep an eye on those wrists, keep those wrists straight and strong, so we're not letting them extend back too much. Just feeling the front of the arms working. Good, 5 more before our pulses. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. And then we pull up halfway and just do mini ones in the middle of our range, keeping that tension on the band the whole time. Try to keep those shoulders relaxed back, just using those biceps. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen out those arms, roll back up to sitting. Stacking up straight, sitting on our sit bones and taking a little bit more tension onto the band. We're going to do a roll back halfway again, but we're going across to one side. So we're going to do a row as we tuck and curl, pulling that arm back. We look back behind us, lengthen that arm out as we straighten up through the spine. So tuck and roll, pulling back, curling forward. We're alternating, going side to side, keeping the arm nice and close to the body. Think about pointing back behind us with the elbow. Good, scoop those abs. Squeeze the shoulder blade to pull back. Exhale as we go back. Inhale, come forward. Breathing out, breathing in. Shoulders stay relaxed away from the ears. We've got 3 more each side. Last 2. Good job. Just 1 more each side. And straightening up through our spine. Keeping that tension on. Relax the shoulders. We're going to do a higher row now. Palms face down. We pull the elbows back nice and wide. And release them out in front. Pull, squeeze the shoulder blades and release. Try to keep the back relatively straight and those shoulders down away from the ears. Think about pulling back. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. Good. Squeeze. 5 more. Slow and steady. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to take that band and come into sitting now. So you can sit however is comfortable for you. I'm quite comfortable cross-legged, but you might want to come up into a kneeling position or even sitting onto a chair, or standing is fine as well. Make sure you're comfortable. We're going to take the band again between the thumb and the index finger, holding on there. Elbows are tucked by our side. Again, our back is relatively straight and we're opening through the front of the chest. From here, we're doing a turn out with the band, pulling out, releasing slowly to come back. Pulling out and release. So the key here is that the elbows stay close to the body. We don't want to pull them out away from us. So then it's just a rotation from the shoulder joint. Exhale to pull out, inhale to release. Again, control it back. So you're working those muscles both ways. Remember, just adjust the tension on the band if you need to. Tighter to make it harder. Keep breathing, just 3 more. 2 and 1. Roll those shoulders, and we're going to add in another movement to make it a little bit more challenging now. So we start the same way, elbows are tucked. Take some tension on that band, pulling out slightly. Then we're going to lift those hands up in front of us until the elbows are in front of the shoulders. Slowly lower down and release the tension at the bottom. Start again, pulling out, lift, slowly lower, and release. Just keep breathing throughout. Feel those shoulders working. Keep the top of the shoulders relaxed, so try not to shrug as we come up. Keep the shoulders set down. Think about lifting those elbows out in front. Good, relax the tension each time. Starting again. We've got 5 more. Should be feeling those shoulders now. Keep breathing. 4. Slowly down each time. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly down. Release and roll those shoulders. Taking that band behind us now. We're going to have one arm up at 90-90. So have that band so that, again, it's in the palm of your hand. Then it's going behind our back. And our fist is on the hip with our bottom hand. Shoulders stay relaxed. Keep that elbow up at 90 degrees. And we're starting with the top hand pulling out to straight, bending back to 90 degrees. If you need to make it tighter here, you can. Make sure you've got a little bit of tension on so that you're feeling those triceps working. We've got 5 more with the top arm. Then we go with the bottom and then both together. 3, 2, 1. Keep that top arm at 90 degrees and we straighten out that bottom arm now. Slowly out. Slowly in. The wrist stays strong. We're hinging at the elbow. Squeezing the tricep. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And both together now. Still just moving out those elbows. Both triceps working. 5 more here. 3, 2, 1. Relax the band down, roll the shoulders, and we need to swap over onto the other side. So finding that setup position, bottom fist on the hip, top arm at 90-90, shoulders relaxed. We're going with the top hand again. Hinging from the elbow, the wrist is staying nice and still. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold at 90. Straighten out that bottom arm. The rest of the body stays still. Squeeze the tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. Both together now. Keeping the upper arm still, hinging at the elbow. Squeeze the arms. Almost there. 5 more to finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Roll the shoulders. We can take that Theraband off to the side. We're going to give the arms a stretch, just taking one arm across the body and holding it secure there. Just feeling the shoulders stretching out. Relax them down. Focus on some deep breaths here. You can keep your back relatively relaxed with this stretch. And swap it over. The arm goes across. Hold it there. Feel the shoulder. Good. And for our triceps, bring one arm up, bend the elbow, and add some gentle overpressure at the elbow there. Feeling that stretch down the back of the arm. Make sure our neck isn't too curled forward, keep that comfortable. Good, and release, other hand goes back behind us, reaching down the back. Overpressure is at the elbow. Good, releasing the arm there. Now we're going to swing the legs off to one side, going into side sitting, so the front shin should be in line with the mat in front. And we're going to go into our mermaid stretch here. So one hand down beside us on the mat. We're going to walk that hand out and our opposite hand reaches up and over, lowering down onto the forearm and twisting down towards the mat. Feel that stretch through the side of the body. Open up the chest looking forward and slowly slide back in. We're going to go out 2 more, slide out, reach up and over, twist down to the mat. Open the chest and slide back in. One more time, reach up and over, close, open, slide all the way back in, swing those legs around the other way. And same thing going out the opposite way, reach, twist down. Good, even if you want to hold it there a little bit longer, you can. Deep breaths. Sliding in and out one more time. Good, opening up, slide all the way back in, coming into a comfortable position again, relaxing the shoulders and stretching out the neck, one ear down to the opposite shoulder, adding gentle overpressure only if that's comfortable, just feeling the neck stretching out. Relax both shoulders. Good, looking down to the hip on this side, tuck the chin to the chest. Take your pressure just a little bit further back behind the head, so you're feeling the back of the neck stretching. Release the head back to the middle and over to the other side, just with the tilt first. Shoulders stay relaxed. And looking down to the hip, chin is tucked. Couple more deep breaths. And gently releasing there. Nice work, guys. We're all done for the day. Thank you so much for joining.